This greeting couldn't loosen the knot pulled tight in her chest. "You've called up your stone beasts?" She'd been climbing the hill to Magna's temple when the marble creatures he normally invoked out in fields or the old quarry beyond the city walls to defend against living monsters or encroaching neighbors had lumbered past. Griffins and chimeras and two-headed wolves, each heavy tread of their hooves and paws stamping dread deeper into her bones as she dodged them. Ennio nodded but made as if to move past her. "It is the last time they will be necessary." She shot a questioning hand out. Her gaze slid behind him to where his Templar vassalist stood, among the stone prayer tablets, holding the sacred chisel, avoiding meeting her eyes. Why send them to the other temples? The council building? They'd never required their protection within Tresttato's walls before. What threat has been made against the city? Ennio dipped his head, running a hand over his short, dark hair. "We've spoken of this. You said you wanted to protect our home." He took her hand, wrapping it in both of his. "I'm counting on you to stand with me to make Tresttato strong." His thumbs sweeping over her wrist set her pulse flicking faster. Of course. Wasn't she here rather than sitting through more endless council talks with Lena and her royal advisors? None of the beloved Principessa's district governors ever listened to her little sister. Lena, leader of both Tresttato and its second temple, seemed only to want Gia to stay in her shadow, trailing after her, practically invisible. Except to Ennio. He's seen how Gia ached for her own way to serve the city. She squeezed his hand back. "You know I will." The hope in his hazel eyes flashed into something more zealous. "Vasilis has worked an invocation unlike any existing that will protect Tresttato better than ever before. It will unify our city and drive all its strength to my purpose of maintaining our greatness." She frowned. "I thought we'd already unified Tresttato. Lena came to your ceremony this morning as you wanted. Surely she'll invite you back to the council talks now." Gia was the one who had convinced Lena to attend the annual rite with her templars who served the goddess Alta, that taking the mark of Magna's dust upon their brows could be the first step in healing the schism between the temples. Except now, stone beasts were marching through its streets, and when she'd arrived at the temple, the militia had been preparing as if for an invasion too. Ennio's voice was a low rumble. "You know why I must stand against Adelina's plans to open the city to foreigners and their gods. The sisters will be crowded from their own people's prayers, and without their full protection, who knows how many monsters may plague our streets?" Gia nodded along. This was why she'd hounded Lena until she'd agreed to attend the ceremony. "Adelina's never had to fight for what she has, influence, beauty, a goddess's ear, and is too ready to make concessions to the visiting emissaries." Gia's chest burned. Everything seemed to come easily to her sister. Lena couldn't understand. Not when Gia quieted mocking whispers from other girls about her size with her fists, or left a feast early rather than endure the up-curled lip of some emissary's son made to dance with her, only to be scolded by Lena for losing her temper or shirking official duties. Ennio's grip tightened. "The city needs a Principessa to be strong, like you." Wrongness wound about Gia's insides like a serpent. "The people will see the royal line continue with you in power, and with me to guide you." "I thought—" Gia let out a strangled sound, not quite a laugh. Ennio couldn't be saying this. "I thought you'd appoint me to the militia." His face remained serious. Disbelief hit her stomach like a punch. He didn't notice her distress. "This is everything."